Mental Roots Recap 2023. I did a spoken word one for 2022, but I thought, let me try and switch it up this year and just build my heart on the beat and tell the story of how 2023 went for me.
Scotty C got this one.
Started 2023 with the hope to take this further. A year of moments I'll always remember. If last year was more about Mental Roots gaining awards, then this year it was more about making business better. Still no time for the podcast, but I want the brand to last. That's why I started getting mentorship with Prince's Trust membership. Business plan, I started it. Other new beginnings in my life that I'm balancing. After months of job searching, I landed on a certain thing that wasn't my plan A, but gave me so much more to gain. Building mental health experience was on my mind, so all for the sake of the brand I went full time. Started my role as recovery worker, residential support for all adults that suffer with their mental health. Going through my mental health, I felt like a fish out of water when trying to help. Meanwhile, the first Mental Roots animation is getting commendations. BFI Future Film Award, what a blessing. Got an interview on a radio station, online magazine too. I felt I was finessing. Top 55 shortlisted, traveling to London on my ones for the screening. BFI South Bank, met a few connections, but still didn't instantly change my job situation. Patience, that's what I kept saying. One day this will translate to my paying, but right now it's a juggle. On my ones, no huddle. February came and went, then I marched into double effort, double busy, double bookings. Clashes with my shifts, annual leave I kept on taking. Started booking workshops to educate the youth. Inspiration I sowed in the room, and I saw hope really start to bloom. I was talking about the power of the arts to the kids. I spilt my heart, helping them to dream far. Black boys and black girls, they were engaging. From nursery to year 8, it was a mad thing. Talking mental health and creative expression. Telling boys they don't have to live in aggression. Showing opportunities for job progression. Animation, illustration, and the intersection with the social sector. I showed them they could work in. Shout out to the charities that I partnered with. Derby Open Forum in Jan and August. Empowerment Youth with the Street to Success program. Spoke to young lads that society may misunderstand. My workshop for them didn't go to plan. It was far from flawless. Talking positivity, not sure they absorbed it. Talking stereotypes of men that are so toxic. Pushing them to be the change, I hope they adopt it. Flatpack Festival. Yeah, shout out Birmingham. They asked me for screening, I ain't even heard of them. Traveling to Brummie, another animation showcase. Met more creatives, but will we stay mates? Then comes spring, my mentor's been great, but now it's time for market research. But I got too much on my plate, so I put mentorship on pause. But I found it was hard to say no to other open doors. Shout out to Dubrek for their showcase Q&As. Shared both my animations there, I was getting praise. Got featured in my jar to a local magazine. Saw some copies in my barber and I kept a stash for me. Generation Next Awards, another prize for me. Nominated by a uni colleague, what a treat. Thankful that I won the EDI category, but I'm wondering what's another trophy gonna do for me. I need funding, I need direction. Honestly, it's been exhausting, though it's a blessing. Dealing with clients' trauma at work is stressing. Grounding, visualization, all I am teaching. I'm barely doing it myself. How can I keep preaching? Feeling like a hypocrite cause there's people I'm reaching. Yeah, I'm burnt out from striving for achieving. The irony, cause before everything else, Mental Roots started as therapy for myself. A safe space, an outlet for my feelings. This year it felt like a monster needed feeding. Feeding of time, feeding of funds, feeding of team members. Don't get me started on social media either. It felt like I was at the end of my tether. What I did manage was speaking engagements. The Work Health Hub, they did the Voice of Change event. Now I'm speaking in front of professionals about young black people and employment, about the pressure on them in society, how this can impact their mental health and work life. Feedback reassured me I'm not talking from naivety, but soon things would heat up in my home life. Got a younger brother diagnosed autistic, lots of potential, but mental health suffering, suicidal thoughts and depression he been carrying. Thank God he's still safe with family covering, but it's been disheartening. How am I touching all these youth? But for my own bro, there is nothing I can do but pray and support the family day to day. We've been praying for God to make a way. Had a nice summer, took some needed time away. Grateful to my church community for the trips, it was great. In the late summer, I got emails for commissioning. Had a writer ask me to do some directing for a black male animation ideas. We were bouncing, touching on mental health in line with my branding. This year, it's a shame we couldn't get the funding, but Lord willing, One day we'll get creating. In the fall I got the other gig, so encouraging. One of 3 animators that were collabing with a studio on a project that is wholesome. Well compensated too, happy with my outcome. What a test to balance that and my hectic job. Goes to show all is possible when you follow God. And dream big, hustle smart and have a pure heart. This is bigger than myself, I'm just playing my part. Ended the year with my best workshop to date. I have been with many youth, all different races, but one standout time I contemplate is this session with a small group of kids with black faces. A black girl told me that my animation almost brought her close to tears. Coming from Nigeria, she struggled with peers. Now she is inspired to share trauma and fears. My animation made her feel seen and dream big. And this is why I do this is why I go hard. This is why I do this for my brother and others like him feeling scarred. Do it for community and most importantly for God. And this is why I do this is why I go hard. This is why I do this for my brother and others like him feeling scarred. Do it for community and most importantly for God.